back. Now let's get some dealing room perspective. What's happening in terms of dealers? What are they suggesting? Manoj Sharma of IIFL Securities is now joining us. He's AVP at IIFL Securities. Manoj, what has been the sort of questions that have come from various clients after this up move? What is the sort of questions that they are asking in terms of after the 300-point rally, where to buy, what to buy? What is the sort of clients that are buying in such a market?
Good afternoon. So people, in the dealing room, when I see the client is, very happy to see that, what they're thinking about to getting around 300 plus NDAs of the mark, and exit poll shows that BJP really clearly showing majority in the most of the exit poll has shown. So here people are more concerned that, if NDAs has a new government which is planning something to be doing boosting for NBFC's crisis, which have been, last three, if you see the last 3 to 6 months, where the NBFC pain is there in the market. So people are thinking about start picking up the NBFC stocks like, G1 and you can say Yes Bank also, looking good in that case, because government will, if NDA government comes and Modi government comes to the power, they probably think about, doing something better for the NBFC crisis, which is currently, in a painful segment.
Hi Manoj, Nayantara here from the New Delhi studio. We're seeing the best performance of the market since October 2018, 3 lakh crores in market capitalization added in 60 seconds. The big question is, is there not too much of a premium? Is that a concern that's coming into the dealing room and the trading rooms?
Yeah, it's slightly a bit of concern is also showing, because suddenly market has moved, but it was expected from the retail client. If you talk about the dealing room, people were much more stable and buying slowly and gradually. They started accumulating at the lowest level. If you see the last weekends, last 2 days rallies in the market, people in dealing room had started advising to the customers that their NDA is coming into the power, and it will start buying at a lower level, which help it to get the good returns in coming 6 to 8 months.
Jet is up 4% and Indigo is down 2%. So, it's probably the, again, the overhang of the same story that what's happening with the promoter pack. So, Indigo is down 2% and SpiceJet is actually up around 4%. So, it's not an aviation stock check that we're doing. We're just trying to highlight that that's a stock which continues to underperform. When we talk about dealing room and, what essentially clients are saying, Manoj, are underperforming names a part of the buy list that people want to do? So, Dr. Reddy's is down 6%. Some of the other pharma names are not doing well. IT is not in a risk-on mode, or generally when risk-on mode is there, IT tends to underperform. Are these names that people are inquiring about at what level they should start to buy or start to keep their eye on?
But yeah, in IT and pharma, which you talked about, is people are generally talking, had some queries regard to that, but they are still waiting for better price to get into the market, because still they find there is some pain there in the IT and pharma, which the client will start accumulating. I guess after the clear results comes, and will get a proper idea about the markets. That would be pharma and IT, I can say that.
Before we let you go, Manoj, if the Narendra Modi government does come back to power, this is a government that, said it was going to tackle NPAs. It has talked about financial inclusion. Look what has happened in the banking landscape. Would you say that's the one sector that's going to continue to hog the limelight?
Sorry, I didn't get. Hello?
If the exit polls are indeed proved right, I want to ask you what this could mean for the banking stocks, the banking sector at large. In the last 5 years, there's been a lot of action around this pack. And don't forget, after elections, there's another very serious fear that whichever government forms whichever government comes to power, is going to tackle the INFS crisis, going to tackle the NBFC crisis, which has been looming large.
Yeah, market was looking for the stable government, at least for the NBFC crisis. If you see in the ALFS crisis from last 6-7 months, you see the very good very much pain you have seen in NBFC crisis, where the fund liquidity is a major concern. And if you see the agenda of the NDA government, if they comes into the power, they have a clear focus agenda on NBFC crisis to be followed, and they will be much closely working with the RBI to resolve the issue. RBI is also working to get the liquidity problem sorted out as soon as possible, and I believe that the NDA government will easily tackle that crisis, and you will see a good positive signs coming and buying happening in the NBFC stocks.
So much, Manoj, for taking out time for us. Always good to get perspective from you.